Hello friends. So today we'll see about the working principle of the transformer. So the transformer working principle is mutual inductance. So we say that a single phase transformer works on the principle of mutual inductance. So what do you mean by mutual inductance? If you see this circuit, the primary windings are connected to the supply. So due to this supply, the I1 current is going to flow through this primary winding. So when current is flow through the primary winding, it is going to produce the flux phi. The same flux is going to flow through the secondary winding to produce the EMF E2. So basically, the same flux is going to flow through the primary winding as well as the secondary winding. So that's why we call it as a mutual inductance. So when flux flows through the primary winding, it is going to produce EMF E1. When the same flux is going to flow through the secondary winding, it's going to generate the EMF E2. So the EMF E1 is given by minus N1 into d phi by dt, because the E1 EMF is generated due to the primary winding and the number of turns N1, and the E2 is generated due to the secondary winding and number of turns N2. So this equation I'll give it as equation number 1. So when you simplify these two equations, so that time E2 divided by E1, that is EMF second one and EMF generated in primary winding, is equal to the N2 divided by N1. So N2 is nothing but the number of turns in secondary winding, and the N1 is nothing but the number of turns in primary winding. So that can be written it as E2 divided by E1. So that I'll give it as constant K. So K is nothing but the transformation ratio. It's a constant. K is nothing but a constant. So we'll call it as a transformation ratio. So this equation I'll write it as equation number 2. So we know that power input to the primary winding is always equal to the power output from the secondary winding. So due to that, the equation E1 into I1, that is primary input to the power input to the primary winding, is equal to the E2 into I2, that is power output from the secondary winding. So when you simplify this, so E2 divided by E1, so cross multiply this, so it becomes I1 divided by I2. So that denoted as K. So K, you know, it's nothing but a transformation ratio. Okay. So from equation number 2 and equation number 3, when you simplify these two, so we'll get like E2 divided by E1 and N2 divided by N1, that is equal to the current I1 divided by I2. So that will give it as a constant K. So these equations say that the directions of a EMF E1 and E2 induced in the primary and the secondary windings are such that they always oppose the primary applied voltage V1. So this is all about the working principle of the transformer. Thank you.